go grandma mode today.
I mean, might as well.
Let me tell you about a little story from back in my day.
Let me hear it, Grandma.
You know, the thing is, like, with old people, it's like, whenever they tell a story, I don't know if it's my ADHD or it's my lack of interest, but, like, it pisses me off. Like, I'm like, get to the point, get to the point, get to the point, get to the point. And I feel like I am slowly becoming like that because when I tell my story, I'll start introducing things that do not matter to the end plot. Like, I'm like, oh, and this person was there. But you know what's so crazy about this person? They were wearing these pants. It was actually 78 degrees outside, so you would have thought that they would be wearing shorts. And it's like, who the fuck cares? What were you trying to tell me? And then it's like, oh yeah. Wait, what was I saying again? Like, that's how I've been, like, the past year. And it's concerning, A, and B, I'm like, if I'm already like this now, by the time 80 rolls around,
You're gonna be like your mom.
Senile.
You're gonna be like your mom. Because I'm like my mom. I'm turning into my mom. Like, I tell stories like my mom does, and it's every minute detail that doesn't matter. And by the time the story is over, no one
podcasting
cares.
doesn't help either.
But I was gonna say that I feel like it's the podcasting for both of us, because it's like, you have to go into detail. You have to be like, oh,
how else are we gonna fill 50 minutes every week?
But also, like, it makes it more interesting. Like,
yeah, for us at least, yeah, definitely.
yeah, like Joey, what's he's gonna do?
Yeah,
and he's a side character in this story.
yeah,
But like, we needed to know, and I feel like it's just a part of it.
totally.
I'm gonna say it. Have sex with a Scorpio.
I could glute bridge your dad. I'm naked. Hold on.
We will be flicking the beans to that.
But she's tatted and I take meth. Is somebody in your house right now?
But you know what? Fuck your ass.
Yeah, I had sex last night.
You can make your own money. You can literally have your own job of your dreams. You can own your own house. You can own your own car. You can pay all your fucking own bills. So what is that man? That man is sex and a best friend, and that's it.
I heard nothing but the truth. I've definitely been in my side character arc recently, or era. Like, I just feel like in my life recently, like even in my own life, I feel like a side character of my own life, which like isn't the best feeling. But like, I don't know how to get out of that. I don't know if you felt like that recently. Well, it's just like very much,
I guess,
anti-main character energy.
Okay,
like,
no. But I feel what you're saying, because right now I feel like I'm, and it's not like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? But it's like
in PC mode.
Yeah, like I feel like right now I'm just like, wake up, work out, eat
Yes.
lunch, go to work,
Yes.
podcast, edit. Like, it's like a very routine thing, which like isn't a bad thing. But then I also feel like I've lost, like, even though I'm like trying to find, because I'm also trying to find a new style right now too. So I feel like that's like hard, because like you're in like a weird like middle point where you're like, well, I have all this like old stuff, but like it doesn't really fit the vibe. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like very I'm not feeling main character either. I get it.
And I've always been like, I've said this for forever, and I'll probably feel the same way until the day I die, because it's just my personality. But like, I'm very much like okay with being a side character in other people's lives, and like,
as you should be.
In like, but there's some people though who, you know, they always think they're the main character.
True.
And
it's hard to be friends with people who like only think they're the main character.
And I've never been that person. Like, I've always been like like if you watch like a TV show, and like the trope of like the best friend is like the MC, and then like I'm like the friend of the main character. But in like every element of life, like even in my job, I kind of feel like that. And like when I go to the grocery store, like I'm just like, this is never gonna be like I'll have a few arcs in the show where it like pawns off and like tells my story, but other than that, like I'm so okay being the supporting role. But you know, there's some people, like some of my friends are like main character energy till the day they die, and not in an annoying way, just in a way where it's like they're always going to be the MC.
See, I feel like I give main character energy.
Yeah, I think you do. but in a way, like not totally all the time. Like, you definitely know when it's like, okay, this isn't my moment. Like, I need to like let the other person like just have their moment.
Yeah.
But like, even I was like, I made TikTok about it the other day, and I was talking about like in high school how like I was like popular adjacent, where it was like I was friends with the popular kids because one of my best friends
same
was extremely popular.
Yeah.
And so
like I wasn't.
Therefore, I got invited to stuff when she got invited. But like I was never invited if she wasn't also invited.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I had
or
the
like
same friend.
if I was in class with popular kids, they would talk to me if their friends were not in class.
Like,
but
yes.
if their friends were in class, it was like
Forget
I
it.
wasn't there.
And like I was like, yeah, definitely a side character in that class and for them. Like they would talk to me, but it wasn't like I wasn't their go-to person, which like,
No.
I didn't never even care about anyway. But
no,
like,
I didn't either.
I
But
was
like,
yes.
it's a very lonely existence.
Well,
sometimes.
I was my like best friend all through high school. She was like, she had a twin sister who was like really fucking cool.
Okay.
And like,
Is that like a thing that happens? Because every twins that I've ever met are like always popular.
I know some twins that weren't, but majority are. I don't know why.
Or they're like popular in their own like niche clique.
I feel like they're just popular because they're twins.
Yeah, it's like a rarity. It's like
Yeah.
a rare. And then if they're triplets,
I feel like it's like
well,
cool.
it's cool if they're triplets too. If they're like not all the same gender, like if one of them's a girl or like two are girls and one's the guy. I
See-
feel like that one is always the more popular. 'Cause
See,
it's
I feel like it-
ooh.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because I know like twins that were a boy and a girl, and like the girl was popular, but the boy wasn't.
Yes, but identical twins are so popular.
But like my friend who was a girl, her sister was also a girl, obviously.
were they
Her sister.
identical or not?
They were fraternal.
Okay.
But like, like they're both like really sporty, really cool. Like they were like that
like
family.
Mary Kate and Ashley vibes.
Yeah, they were like also that family, and then she's like the sister started dating like one of like the really popular football players, and like was just like in that group. And then I was friends with the sister, so like whatever. I was like just like the tag along friend,
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
But like,
But
but like everybody knew it was like me and her were like friends,
Right.
And also the only
like
reason
you
that-
were her friend.
yeah, and the only reason that like she was also coming was because like her sister was also invited. So like we were like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but I feel like my whole life I've been like, people know of me, but like if they were like, tell me 5 facts, they'd be like,
Blonde hair.
I don't really know much. Like, what's her name again? Like, you know what I mean? And like, what's so funny though is
Well,
like,
you also give like mysterious vibes. Like even though like
which is so weird because I quite literally put everything ever that has ever happened to me on the internet.
I know, but I still feel like there's like a level of like mysteriousness because like
Yeah.
I know
I like that lure. Like, I'm glad I give that lure. Like, that's
No,
cool. Like,
because
I'm so happy
I
give
know
that vibe.
so much about your life.
Yeah.
I know a lot. I
Yeah.
know things that I probably shouldn't know about the like day-to-day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which is fine.
Yeah.
But then it's also like sometimes I'm like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
You know?
I do be like going on side quests.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
But that's because I'm not main character vibes. Like, and that's the thing. It's like you'll skip a few episodes.
Yes, I sometimes
You know
I'm
what I
like-
mean? And like you come back to the show and you're like, wait, where was she? Like
But
the last 5 episodes.
But the thing is I didn't skip an episode.
I know.
That's the thing that's
but,
crazy.
But the thing about people who give side character energy, it's like you notice when they're not there after they've come back. But when they're not there in the moment, you don't really notice. And then they come back and you're like, wait a second. Where were you? And what were you doing? And why do you look so different now? And because like I feel like that's me. Like every time I hop back into like even my parents, like I'll like hit them up one day and like I just look completely different. And they're like, whoa, that was a big decision. Like, did you think about it? I'm like, not really. I told my hairstylist I wanted to look like I smoke cigarettes and like spit in men's faces. And that's the haircut I got. And like, literally, like, that's what I told her. And like, they were all giggling in the salon. I was like, I'm not kidding.
this is like real.
I want to give unapproachable vibes. Like, that's the vibe I'm trying to give. Like, I'm trying to like,
I need to
look
start giving
unapproachable.
I need to start giving unapproachable vibes.
Wait,
because
can you tell me what happened today?
no, because this is what I'm
You
saying.
guys, surprise! We're talking about another instance of
Okay,
men
no,
just being fucking weirdos at Kellen's gym.
I need to start giving unapproachable vibes. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my face recently, but
Yeah.
it's giving annoy me because that's
get
all-
bangs. Men hate bangs. If you
Oh.
get bangs, I swear to God, I don't know what it is. It's not that men are like, because I've had. Okay, this is the difference. Hot people hit on me now, and the weirdos are not blowing up my line.
I
And
like
and in
this.
public, like weird creepy guys don't really approach me anymore, except every time I'm on a run, because guess what? My bangs are back. They're clipped back.
So maybe like you're like starting to like filter out you're filtering it out.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know. For me, I was walking into the gym today. I had on, this is honestly, I thought it was so funny. Like looking back, it's fucking hilarious. So I had on like biker shorts and like an oversized t-shirt. My hair was in a ponytail.
You were giving leg day.
Yeah, but I was doing arms.
You were giving pump cover.
But I was, because I just like, I don't know. I like woke up. I haven't been like feeling great. So I was like, I don't feel like having something like tight and skinny on. And like also it's laundry day today and tomorrow. So like,
dude, I've been doing laundry
we
for
are
like 48 hours straight. I feel like I'm Annie. Like it's Hard Knocks life.
Literally, I'm like just rummaging through shit. And this is what I had.
My hands are like dry and like whatever because I've been washing so much shit.
No, I'm like, I need to like down to my towels and bed. Everything just needs to get washed.
And towels are next up.
And you know what? That's where we're at. So we're at bottom of the barrel gym clothing, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I only have these shorts. But the problem with these shorts is they go up my coochie, because if anybody has biker shorts from Nike, you know how bad they suck. So I was like, I have to wear an oversized t-shirt.
The Nike Pros.
Yeah, they suck.
That's all when I was a dancer that we only ever wore the little tiny teeny
they
like,
go up your
Nike
crotch.
Pros. Oh my god,
Horrible.
it was like Camel Toe City.
Horrible. So I have to wear an oversized shirt when I wear them, because it's like, unless I'm gonna be constantly
eating,
unless I'm gonna pick that bitch every 5 seconds, like oversized shirt it is.
You're like,
so
I'm not trying to do that at the Y.
Yeah, it's, like it's God's place. It's God's gym.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing that there. So I had headphones in already. I had like, I just looked like I was going into the gym unbothered, right?
Yeah.
As I'm going up the stairs, not just approaching the stairs, this guy comes down, and I've seen him there before. Like I go at the same time normally every single day if I can go. So like you see the same people, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine. That's fine. And he says to me, he was like, "Oh, you're late." And I was like probably about 30 minutes later than I normally do get there. So I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "I slept in today." Like that was my response, because I thought that he was like just like, "Oh, like you were late today, whatever." He said, "No, you were late for our gym date." And I said, "Wait, what?" And he was like,
Ew.
"You were late for our date." And I said,
"Sir, we have never talked one time."
I looked at him, and he had a Happy Dad hat on, a cutoff shirt, and like Gymshark.
Kellen's type circa 2016.
Yeah, no, really. Like you caught me a couple years too late, babe. A couple years too late.
Where were you when I was 21?
Yeah, like I'm sorry, I've outgrown your style. But anyway, so I'm like looking at him.
When he said the Happy Dad thing, I was like, oh man.
And I like looked at him and I was like,
you know,
dumbfounded, because of like I did.
Right.
I was like, you genuinely said that, and I genuinely didn't catch it because it was that bad. And then he's like, well, don't worry about it. Like I'll just get your number so I can remind you next time.
Oh no! What did you do?
I said, I'm okay. That's what I said back.
I said, man, the worst thing that you can do is shoot your shot, brothers. And guess what? I'll tell you, no. The worst thing that you can do is be rejected when you shoot your shot and you really thought you had something. So maybe don't shoot your shot. This is my word of advice. Don't shoot your shot.
No, because the thing is, at this point, he's now shot it twice. And the first time I was confused.
Yeah.
The second time I told you I was okay.
Yeah.
But then the third time was, so like I got to the point where I literally told him, I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I have a boyfriend. I can't. He's like, do you really? And I said, yeah.
No, because that's the difference between you and I. Because you say shit like that, and I said, I don't find you attractive.
No. Oh, just wait. So because I was like, let me go. Like he kept like, it was like a really weird like pause, and he was like gonna try to like muster up some other like line, and I was just like, I just want to be like cut this conversation and go. When I started like walking up the stairs, like like, and he was like, why are you walking away? And I was like, I got a boyfriend, like I gotta go, like because I was like trying to go, and he like kept trying to keep me there. So I was like, and as a girl, you know, that's like your easy way out. Yeah, is to just say that. So I was like, he's like, do you really? I was like, yeah, I do. And he was like, oh, okay. He's like, so I'm not that ugly then, right? Why is it always got to go to that? And I looked at him, I said,
you don't want my real answer.
I said, and he goes, I'm not that ugly then, right? Again. And I said, okay. He goes, well, I'll see you around. So when your boyfriend breaks up with you, just let me know. And I said, okay. And I walked up the stairs. And that was the interaction. And then I go into like the front room. It has like a ton of glass windows. And I just see him walking outside. And it was the biggest ick I've ever seen.
She sent me like a photo, but it was like a live photo. So there was like a moment where he was walking. And he was like, there's this guy on TikTok who like makes fun of guys who walk like this. And he's like super skinny and he doesn't have like any of like big muscles, like, and he like fakes that walk. That's how this guy was walking. He was acting like he had the pump of the century, Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, what are these called? Lats,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, those are lats.
Yeah, traps, lats.
Yeah.
And he was acting like his lats were touching his fucking bicep.
Yeah, he was
like ooh, puffing his chest out.
He was trying to walk around like a muscle man,
and his back was like seed like a fucking gorilla. But this guy probably weighed like 135 pounds soaking wet. Like, it was just not.
I literally like walked away from the situation, and I was laughing because I was like, it was so awkward the whole time.
Next time you see him, you need to just be like, hey, by the way, you really are that ugly.
I wanted to, like, I literally just, I didn't even respond. I didn't say no.
Yeah.
I didn't say no, and I didn't say yes. I just laughed. And he was like,
nervous laughter.
Yeah, he was like, so I'm not right. And I was like, ha ha ha.
I thought I didn't press record,
Oh,
but
no.
we're good. We're 16
I was
minutes
like,
in.
ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Like, what do I say? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's really awkward.
because you
you're
are.
Like, you're like, I also don't want you to like shoot me in the face or like wait in your car and beat me up
because
after because I like insulted
the
you.
thing about it is though, is like, you actually are that ugly. And you know that like TikTok where the girl was like, why do guys always gotta be like, oh, it's because, you know, it's because you think I'm ugly or whatever. Like, it goes right to your looks. But bitch, yeah, you are ugly.
But
you
also,
are.
like, it's because they think that about themselves. So it's like, if you're already thinking that about you, of course I'm going to think that.
Like
I
appreciate that, like, you shooting your shot. But, like, once I was confused off that, be like, just keep moving.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, like, there's, like, a lot of ugly dudes out there, you know? And, like, honestly, I feel like statistically, you know, this is me, Miss Statistics over here. I'm going to say with confidence that there's more ugly men on the world than women because male beauty standards are in the fucking shitter.
That's true.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, and women are also sexualized, too.
Well,
like,
exactly. So it's like, I don't know. So chances are, if you think that you're ugly, you are ugly.
Nah, the fact that he had to say that, I was like,
yeah,
bro.
Don't make me be honest with you because you're not going to like my answer.
And that is where you're cut off.
Yeah.
Because, like, before,
what I'll say,
appreciate it.
What I'll say is also the difference between you and I is, like, you give golden retriever energy and I give black cat energy.
Oh, okay.
When it comes to men.
Okay.
So I feel like that's why, like, when guys come up to you, it's very like, and when guys see me, they're like, I'm gonna just masturbate in front of you because I know if I'm gonna come up to you and say something like, you'll
he was homeless, Emily.
You'll be mean. But okay, I've been chased by a guy who wasn't homeless. I've also been yelled at by many men.
No, but
I got robbed by a dude.
But I don't get approached by like a lot of men because I also feel like until I don't know what it is, I really don't have approachable energy for men because I don't like want you in my area.
We also don't really go in like prime places where it's like normal to approach women.
Well,
where
even
it's,
at
like,
my job,
we're
like
used to.
At my job, I definitely get hit on. Like, that's just the nature of where I'm at, and people leave their numbers all the time and stuff. But like, it's not because I like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm asking for them to, but I don't know. Even when I've gone out to, like, when we were in our like party era, like, men would not approach me.
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
I feel like when guys approached me, it was always like in a, I was so drunk that I was being like, like, you know, like very approachable vibes. But before I was at that drunkenness level, I wouldn't get approached. No, like, it was always me doing the like,
no,
I'm gonna come to you.
No, they never, like, never.
Yeah.
I just don't think I give like approachable vibes that way though.
I don't know. I feel like it definitely depends on the setting because like, I feel like it, this is so stupid, but I also feel like it depends on what you're wearing. Because like, even when we were in Mexico, you were very approachable there. Where it was more of like a laid back atmosphere and your clothes match that. But I feel like when we go out and we're like dressed to the nines and like beat to the gods, I'm not very approachable. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because I'm not in that laid back, chillax, approach me vibe.
Yeah, that's true.
And like where it's like even at your work, it's like, yes, you're getting hit on, but also like,
but the caliber of men, I'm not like, I'm not flattered by the people that are hitting on me.
But it's also like you're in like a different like attire and shit to where it's like more unapproachable by like a
actual
normal
hot dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's like, I feel like where it's like people who do get approached a lot, I really feel like it's like because like the vibe they put out is very much like comforting, like welcoming energy. And we've kind of always talked about that, like going out, like there is this moment too, like in your 20s when you're like actively trying to date and you go out to places and people and girls always talk about like, oh yeah, I meet guys at the bar, and you're just like,
how?
Who are you meeting at the bar? Because the thing about me is like, I'm looking around and I'm not trying to be like fucking conceited, but like I'm like, we are some of the hottest people in here, okay? We also live in like the fucking armpit of the United States.
Also,
so like the people here, guys and gals, at the local spots are hot, but at the touristy spots are fucking the Walmart of the world.
But my thing that I've like also realized is like here we've gone out like to the nines. We're like, we look like badass bitches, and like I'm not just saying that, like you can go look at our Instagrams, like literally, but like in those
check the receipts, ho.
no, because like I've actually deleted some of that stuff, but like because it's like not my era anymore.
I just archived
like, whatever.
it. Yeah.
Same, I like archived it, but like Emily and I would go out looking like a whole snack, and men would never approach us when we went out like that. And we also had that mentality when we walked into a place, like literally parting the seas. It's like there would be times like, and that's not even like cocky in a way. Like like men would literally just like move out of the way. They'd be like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that I was in your presence. Like,
well, that's what I'm
afraid.
saying.
But then there's times where Emily and I have gone out in like comfy like clothing, didn't do our makeup.
We've never been hit on more.
Never been
than
hit on
the
more.
night where we like fucking looked bad.
No, because like, we did. It was like okay. We just decided to like literally rewind. We just decided that we were going to become world famous podcasters, and kidding. And I'm kidding. Not really, but yes. So
yet,
we decided that we were like,
someday.
well, we need a trailer for our YouTube or
Yes.
for everything. We need a trailer for the podcast. Which, like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, low budget, minimal time.
No knowledge on editing at all. Like I took one Premiere Pro course
And
for my job, and all I
And-
knew how to edit was corporate footage.
I feel like it turned out pretty fucking decent.
it was
like,
giving high school project, but like for an AV class.
yeah, like
You know what I
it's-
mean? So like it was pretty good.
It was good. I'm not like, if you go back and
It's
watch
cringe,
it, it's
but,
still
like,
on our
who
YouTube.
cares?
It's still on our YouTube channel. You can go back and watch it. Like whatever. We had a whole
It gave
day
what
of-
it needed to give.
It did. So we had a whole day of filming. We had makeup, hair, everything done. Like we were like done up for this video. Then we're like, we want Mexican food and have on like big clothes and like grab a margarita. So we do this. And after that, we just like walk to the next bar.
Yeah.
And I have never been hit on more in my life. Like men have never been more of a nuisance at a bar in my life than when we dressed like that.
I had fucking like Nike shorts on and a sweatshirt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had the same. I'm pretty sure I was wearing your skeleton
athletic
sweatshirt.
tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Like not even like cute sneakers. Like they were like the fucking ones that you would wear to go work out in.
No, yeah, we weren't
looked
giving.
so bad, and I've never been hit on more in my life. And then I'm like realizing it's because of guys like that at the gym, who like at the gym he's like, oh, I can approach this girl here because being rejected in the setting isn't that intimidating.
Yeah.
But like when you are looking like a whole snack and you get rejected, it's kind of like that's
a low blow for them.
yeah, like that like would hurt more. And they're also probably not feeling as bold because it's like, oh. Well, also I think men, because like even like other podcasts that I've listened to where guys are like, you know, being dudes and just talking about dumb shit.
Guys being dudes.
They'll be like, oh, I never approach like this super hot girl at the bar because I assume everybody else is already doing it. And it's like in reality, it's like, no.
Yeah,
Nobody is.
But that also goes for like the guys who are normally like conventionally really attractive men or like really fit men. A lot of them actually, if you talk to them, they don't get a hit on and like have as many
IRL.
girls as you
Yeah.
would think that they would get, because like that's the guy that you think like every girl gawks to.
Yeah. And especially like in real life, because I feel like it's social media too. It's almost like this is such a stupid comparison because we are not on this level of hotness. But like, I'm just saying in perspective, y'all, like if you saw the people that we saw when we go out, like that's what I'm saying. Like all of y'all would be dime pieces. Like y'all are already dime pieces, but like everybody would be a snack when you see some of these fucking people.
No, so it wasn't the other day. It was like probably like a month or so ago after I was on working one night. Like also like being in the restaurant industry, like people party. I don't. Because I, one, don't want to, and two, I feel like I work all the fucking time between everything.
Right.
And
you're like, I'm already exhausted.
Like, I'm already tired. So anyway, but a lot of the people that I work with party. And the one night they were like, will you please come out with us? So I went out with them to Tin Roof on Demonbreun. Okay. The girl.
A cesspool of sweat.
Oh, yeah. But the only reason we went there was because the girl that we were, like, I was with, it was like me and like 2 other people. And she, like, her boyfriend is the bouncer there. So we only went there, like, whatever, because, like, put drinks on his tab, hang out, like, we're, like, there with him, whatever. And we were at the front door because, obviously, he's the bouncer, so she wanted, like, hang out with them. And me and this other, like, guy were there, and we were, like, just sitting there, like, watching people walk in, and I was like, did I look like this when I went out? Like, it's just not it. Like, people are not giving. Like, everybody, no one is giving. But then I was like, okay, it's also where I'm at though, because it's like the most touristy spot to go to. And I don't mean that to like be mean, but like literally go out and wherever the fuck that you want. Dress however you want, act however you want, like, well, within reason. Act however you want within reason. But go out there and act as if you're the best fucking thing that's ever walked into that building, because I'm telling you, it'll come off that way. Like,
and nobody will approach you.
Do your but the thing is, like, it's not so fun to go out like that. Like,
no, it is.
It's like so the confidence, fun. Like, do your hair however you want, do your makeup however you want, and like literally just go out and have fucking fun.
You know, the only people who would ever hit on us when we would like look so fucking hot were fucking old dudes.
Yeah, because they don't have anything to lose.
Exactly. Like, but it was never like hot people our age. It was always like old, like wealthy men.
There would be times where like guys would come up though and be like, just like random,
we'll just compliment and walk away.
Yes, I was gonna say, like, there would be so many times where guys would just come up and be like, I just want to tell you that you're so beautiful, have a great night, and walk away. Or like, you are really hot, can I buy you a drink? That's all. Like, I just want to buy you a drink.
And then it was like deuce,
and then literally would leave. And I was like,
thank you,
I love this.
Yes, like that was and also that's why I also enjoy going out, like, very put together, because that's the energy you give off. Yeah, like, it's just nice.
No, I really think that, like, if you're gonna go out, even if you're just going to get dinner, like, have that confidence. Put your like, whatever you fucking want to wear, however you want to do your it literally doesn't matter. Yeah, just it's the confidence, like, it's the energy that you exude.
It so is. But yeah, no, ever since I got my new haircut, I've definitely been approached less by like NPC men.
No, but your haircut is like everything.
Style.
Your haircut's like, everything. So
I really like it. No, I'm saying it's a good thing. Because I'm like, okay. I saw this TikTok the other day, and it was this guy and he posted this video, and he was like, talking to the camera, and he was like, please tell me what I'm doing wrong and what to change about my aesthetic, because not in a mean way, but every time I go on a dating app, I attract the same type of person who I'm not attracted to. So, and then all the comments were like, take the bucket hat off, take the glasses off, like whatever. Because he's like, I keep attracting bisexual white women. And he was like this like black guy who gave very like indie, like cool like vibes, but he definitely gave, I date white bisexual women. Like that's his vibe. But he's like, I'm not attracted to that. No offense, you guys. I'm just not my vibe. And he's like, and then all of these like people in the comments are like, bro, take off the bucket hat, take off the glasses, take off the pearl necklace, like all of this shit. And I was like, but it's so true. Like, especially like on Hinge, there was like this moment, like I'm off all of the dating apps because I think they're horrible right now. It's like the caliber of people on there just fucking dumpster fire, and I don't care about men like at this moment. But like there was a point where I was like attracting like weird right wing, like conservative vibes. And that's when I was like, I gotta get a haircut and I gotta get the blonde out, because like I'm giving the wrong vibes. I'm sending the wrong vibes. I'm attracting the wrong people.
No.
But I just saw like when he posted that TikTok, I'm like, this is so real, because I was the same way, but for like not bisexual white women. It was
no. I feel that
for
too. I feel like I don't know.
creepy dudes.
Yeah, no. I feel
Yeah.
the same way too on like anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just not attracting what I'm into,
Yeah.
and I don't know
And
how.
then you look inward and you're like, am I ugly? Like, what am
Like,
I
how-
doing wrong? But it's crazy how much of it's more of like a vibe than it is like a, not saying like your appearance doesn't change when your vibe changes, but a lot of times it's like you really don't really have to do anything about your appearance. It's literally just like how you carry yourself or like the vibe
No, yeah,
you're
it's
giving
definitely
off.
it's how you carry yourself for sure. Like that's like even like the confidence or whatever you
Yeah.
want to say it is like,
or like if
that.
you're trying to be more quirky or you're trying to be
Yeah.
more like serious, like whatever.
But it's like okay, but it's if you want to dress more quirky, but it's like the confidence in dressing
Yeah.
quirky is what like that's what's attractive. Like
Yeah.
okay, so I know like a while back when I had like my little recommendations episode or whatever, and like I've seen her like live, and I want to see her again when she comes back to Nashville, even though she lives here. But I'm saying like plays here. Sierra Farrell. If you ever look her up, she is like a very quirky person. Like she has like
the bluegrass girl.
yeah, she's like very quirky. Like the outfits that she wears like weird headdresses and like she's
Like
so
circus vibes.
so eclectic and
Yeah.
like weird, just weird. Like there's no other way to put it, but like
Yeah, like funky.
funky. But like there's also like something so endearing and so attractive about it because she
Yeah.
is like she owns
That's
it.
like her.
She owns it,
It's
and
not
that's
like
so
fake. Like she's not like putting it on for like the show or whatever.
no, it's just like who she is. Like
Yeah.
she loves like funky, crazy things, and like
Mm-hmm.
my sister's husband, like when we were at the show, was like, she's just so hot, and he's like, and I don't know why. Like I don't know why she's hot,
Yeah.
but like she's just like something about her is just so attractive. I said because she's confident in who she is, and he
Yeah.
was like, you're not wrong. Because if I would see any girl just walking down the street with a weird ass headdress and like crazy outfit on and
Yeah.
just like crazy makeup and just like walking down the road like whatever,
Yeah.
he's like, I would be like, that's a fucking weird person.
Yeah.
He's like, but it's just like the who she gives off. I feel like that's all it really matters. Like, I don't know, like your new style. Like you're
Yeah.
so confident in your new style, and it's like, damn, she looks good.
Yeah, appreciate it.
No, I think that your style is like really cool.
I played a game today in my closet because I was like having this like feeling where I was like, oh my God, I really want to go shopping and spend money and like buy all these new things. And I've been on my Pinterest grind recently where I'm like creating style boards and like trying to pull inspo and whatever. And I saw this girl on TikTok and she made a video and she was like, I make my like aspirational board fashion wise. But then she's like, I also have like a separate board that like I pin stuff where it's like I can replicate the outfit based off the stuff that I already own. And I was like, that's so
Oh.
smart. And so it's like pieces that like you already have. And so today I went in my closet for like probably like 30 minutes and just like played around with like stuff I already had and was like putting outfits together. And I was like, damn, like you really can, as long as you have like some of the basics, like do a lot of cool shit. And like also I've been very into thrifting recently and like I've gotten a better eye at some of that stuff, and even some stuff that I bought thrifting like months ago that I've like not worn because I'm like, this is kind of weird, like I don't know what the fuck to wear this with. I like put together with shit today. I was like, okay, this is such a good idea on Pinterest, because a lot of times on Pinterest I just pin stuff that I'm like, oh my God, I want to get
It's a
that.
cool aesthetic, or like I like this.
Yeah,
vibe, or,
but like
yeah.
I don't have anything to like
Yeah.
do it. And so when she said that, I was like, that's so cool,
I'm the
because you can
same-
still make your aspirational one of like, okay, you know, maybe in my next paycheck I'll get the shoes or get the top or whatever. But here's one where it's like I can make these outfits today with the shit that I have.
See, I
It's
like
that's
that.
so smart.
But I also like that too, because for me, like I feel like right now I need to go through and just like find basics of the style that like I'm trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And I have like some stuff, but like not enough to like always have outfits or always look that way or
Yeah.
always like maintain that like
vibe.
Yeah. So I feel like it's almost like I need to go through and just like find that vibe, find the basics in it, get that, and then I can like start almost like piecing other shit.
Accessorizing with
Yeah.
your other shit.
Yeah. And I feel like then you can start like doing those boards, but I still feel like you could even take that same idea and just do it with basics.
Yo, totally. Yeah. But it was like a really fun thing to do. And I was like, damn, I need to be on my Zoom or like get on my Zoom, like whatever with this shit, because I'm like, I am a very creative person, but I think a lot of times that like puts you in like a weird position of like almost like imposter syndrome of like, well, I'm not cool enough.
Okay,
Like I'm creative, but I'm not like cool enough. Like we don't live in like fucking Brooklyn or like LA or like some cool area in like Oregon or some shit where it's like, oh, these people all dress cool. So whenever I dress a certain way, which is not anything cool or special, it's very much Pinterest average influencer LA girl. Here, it's like, whoa, that's a lot. Like, that's crazy. Like, every time I go into work, it's like, not that I'm wearing like outlandish shit at work, but it's like different. And so it's like, oh my God, like, where'd you get that? And I'm like, oh, I thrifted it. They're like, but I'm like, it's not that crazy, but it makes me feel sometimes like I'm like imposter syndrome of like trying to do that.
No, because, okay, so even for me, like my biggest thing is like, I have never, like shoes. I'm horrible with shoes. I'm horrible. Like I find like 2 or 3 pairs and I'm like, good. We're good for a really long time. But like a part of my new style is like having to get cool shoes, like cool sneakers and whatever. And like, I finally got a pair that's like cool, I guess. And like they sat there for like 3 weeks before I was like, you have to wear these.
Yeah.
Like you legit have to wear these. And not because like I spent a lot of money on them, but because like that's the style you're trying to fucking go for.
Right.
And then like I wore them one time and I was like, okay, it wasn't so bad, but I feel fake.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone was looking at me like, why does this white bitch have those shoes on? And it's not that deep, but it feels that deep.
Yeah. It is hard. Like even like the other day, my like fucking pants were like way too big. So I wore like a shoelace belt and you couldn't even see it. Like I had like a big t-shirt over it, but I'm like, do I give shoelace belt vibes? Like, I don't know. Like, am I cool enough to do this? Like, and I feel like that's like when older people are like, am I too old to wear this? It's kind of like that same vibe where it's like, I don't know. Like, is this too outside of my
like,
normal
I know
vibe?
this is going to sound so like whatever, but I cannot wait to one day, hopefully manifesting it, have like a stylist and then be like, wear this. Yeah. And then that way I can be confident in that it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, not,
you're like, nah, a professional told me to
yeah,
wear
no,
this.
like this bitch put it together.
Yeah.
Like, she used to style Kim K. Like, we're cool. We're cool today. Like, I want someone to be like, nope, that's it. And I'm like, okay, sick streetwear.
Or to be like, no, this looks horrible on
exactly.
you.
No, but that's even like, even to me, like, I do actually enjoy shopping with you because like, I like, it's so easy to just like go back to what I know.
Yeah.
So, but like to me, like I'm like, okay, this is cute, and then you're like, yeah, but like I just don't think it's like the vibe, and I'm like, you're right. Yeah. I need you to say that, or you'll be like, okay, this is definitely like you, or like whatever, or like this would look good on your skin tone, because like I genuinely have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
But you're really good at that.
I feel like, well, also I created an entire mood board for you for your birthday.
I'm so
like I have like so many things on my Pinterest that like I like made a thing.
I'm dead. That's actually so cute.
Kellen's B-Day. But like, so I was trying to like find the vibe of the stuff, and like, okay, I didn't allot myself enough time to thrift all of it, but like these were like the vibes I was thinking like you would look good in.
So cute.
And so I was like trying to find shit that like matched these vibes.
That's like everything.
Yeah. And so like, but because I did that, I feel like now I have a better sense of like the style that you're like wanting. And so I think that's why. And also just the conversations we've had about like Victoria Paris and like pieces that you like from her and things that you're like, okay, that's too much for me, or like whatever. Like, I don't know. So I feel like I have that knowledge, but I also do feel like because I'm very much a creative person, like I'm able to like figure that out on individual people without like rubbing too much of my own influence onto it. Because I feel like it's really easy to be like, oh, well, I really like this on me. Like, this would look cool on you.
No, but like, you also, I feel like you're really good about that because you're so into like styling for your body. Because like every time we see like somebody on like Instagram, you'll be like, okay, but like it would look good on somebody else. Like, it's just like not her body type, or like whatever. You're like, it's a cool piece. It's just like, I don't know. Like, you're really good at seeing that stuff. I don't know. It's definitely like something that a lot of people don't have, and I don't have it. And maybe I also don't have like the time or energy to put into it because it makes me nervous. Yeah. But I also feel like you almost have to like jump over that like hump of that nervousness and just like deep dive into it.
Yeah, totally.
I envy people that have like really cool style that I'm like, damn.
I like, honestly, like I can't wait for the day where I just have disposable income and I can like.
That's
not
what
that
I'm
trying to,
saying.
like, buy expensive shit at all is not what I'm saying.
No, but it's gonna be
but, like,
easier.
I just want to be able to go into like a cool vintage shop and like be able to buy like a bunch of shit, or like go to like a cool place that has like tailor fitted clothes and like be able to buy a pair of pants that's like $100 and be like, damn, these look fire.
Yeah.
And like not feel guilty.
Yeah.
You know?
No, but that's what I'm also saying, like to the point where I have disposable income where I can be like, I have a stylist, just be
Yeah.
like, wear
You're
this.
skipping the shopping part. You're like, I don't even want to do the shop. You just do the shopping.
Yeah, because it gives me anxiety.
Yeah. I hate shopping with other people.
No, it gives
when
me
I'm shopping for myself. Like I love shopping with other people if it's for them. But if I have to shop for myself when somebody else is there, it's really hard for me to do it because all I'm thinking about is like, am I taking too long? Are they like doing this? Like I also don't want to like follow them around the store and be annoying. Like
No, I'm the same way.
I overthink so
I'm the same way. But like, I don't know. I like shopping to me. It's like, because it can look really cool on like, I don't know. I also think like thrifting for me is I'm not really good at like
seeing
the vision when it's on.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at it, I'm like, ew, it's kind of like just dirty and gross.
Yeah.
But like
you
sometimes
have to, it's so hard to get past that like this is gross
Yeah.
standpoint, because I will say for a long time, like when I was thrifting, that like deterred me from so many like of the cooler stuff, because it's way easier to like go sift through the t-shirts, and then I'm like, what? I don't need these fucking t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I have plenty of t-shirts. I need to go look at like the leather jackets that smell like cigarettes, and like the dresses that like are way too long, but like if I chop the bottom off and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, that's so intimidating to do.
It is. And that's what's been like, I don't know. I also just need to like have a good day where I can go do that.
It's like
Which-
such a, yeah, you have
Which
to.
Thursday I'm off as well. So maybe I'll do like little go around town.
Yeah.
Hang out at some, I don't know. I haven't been to Goodwill in
You
months.
also like, honestly, like to go thrifting, and this is such like a fucking poser thing to do. You have to be cool going into the store.
Yeah.
You gotta be dressed fucking cool going in, and you also need to like set the vibe, like go to a coffee shop before, or like, you know, grab like a cool like bacon, egg and cheese bagel, like coffee, have a little like Emma Chamberlain moment, and then be like, all right, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And not walk in there and be like you have to like almost have like imposter, like just think that you're the shit when you go in.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's like so overwhelming.
No, I agree.
Okay, last thing I want to talk about, and this has nothing to do with the rest of this show. So hard pivot. Okay. We wrote this down a couple weeks ago because Kellen texted me because she saw a Facebook post of somebody
Oh my God,
who got
yes.
their like baby's ears pierced, and we went on this whole fucking like texting back and forth, just like anger sesh.
I was so mad.
Of like, why is this a thing?
No, because okay, the way that the mother was also holding the child was disgusting. Like she was like almost pinning the child down on her body so
Yeah.
that the daughter could get her ears pierced, who isn't even a year old yet.
Yeah.
Why? If you have to hold your child down that hard to get his or her ears pierced,
Let's be honest though.
you're not you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, and let's also be honest though, like, why are you doing it? Because here's where I go back to. I don't think a boy baby has probably ever got their ears pierced in the history of ever.
Probably not.
Maybe unless it's like a cultural, religious thing
Yeah.
in like a different culture that I'm unaware of, which is totally possible and probably happens in other parts of the world. But in the United States, that probably doesn't happen very often. So my question is, why do you want the world to know so badly that your baby is a girl? And why did you think like putting body jewelry, permanent body jewelry on
like,
them is like the move?
Okay, and I hate the argument of like, well, then when they're older, like they're already be like set in and blah 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 blah. Like the baby's not even a fucking year old.
It can't.
If the
it can't speak.
If the 5-year-old child said, "I want to go get my ears pierced,"
Yeah, and asked you.
then we're gonna take my 5-year-old child
Yeah.
and I'll hold her hand and she can sit there or he can sit there and get their ears pierced. But a literal baby, and then like the baby was in tears, pinned down by their parents. Like I hate that. I hate that so much. It should honestly be illegal. Like I'm sorry, there should be fucking laws against that. No piercer should also be like, oh yeah, I don't care if it's the fucking piercer in the mall or Claire's or wherever.
And it's
or
always that too. They always take them to a fucking Claire's.
Yeah, like. Why? It should literally be a law that you cannot get your child's ears pierced either at a certain age
and
or unless the child is verbally asking for it.
Yeah. And what's so crazy too is it's like the same fuckers who do this who like are like all like anti-abortion laws and like pro-Trump, pro-guns, like whatever. And it's like, okay, like this is just such bullshit because like, honestly, I view it the same way as like you taking your kid into a tattoo parlor and being like, let's give him a little quick tattoo.
Right.
Not that it's the same level of pain, that it's the same level of permanence, but in a way, it's very similar.
No, because you're altering their body.
Yeah,
like
that's the weird
To be
thing.
honest with you,
it's so weird.
honest with you, I have had ear piercings. I've even had my nipples pierced. Okay. I have 15 tattoos.
Yeah.
So if I've experienced both pains.
Yeah.
Okay. I have never cried or felt the jolt of pain that I have through getting my ear pierced like I have a tattoo. Like my tattoos have not been nearly as painful as getting an ear pierced.
Because I got like, when did I get these doubles? Like almost 2 years ago now.
And they're still probably healing.
Dude, I get infected ears and I clean my shit very well. I use like the Dial antibacterial.
Even when I wash my
gold
face,
soap.
I like wash in my ears.
Totally. And I clean my earrings often. Like it just happens. So I can't imagine a baby who's like unable to clean any of that or deal with any of that. Also the pain when you're laying
that's what I was gonna say. Like, okay, so I got like a double cartilage piercing probably like 6 years ago now, and like there will still be nights I cannot sleep on that side because it like hurts. And also for probably a good year I couldn't sleep on that side because it literally hurts so bad. So like,
I mean, even
you
just
got a baby is ear pierced in both ears. How the fuck is she gonna sleep?
I don't know. And like it's one of those things too where it's just like, why did you feel the need to do it? And it comes back to, for me, because the feminist girl, here she goes again, it comes back to this like objectification and like sexualization of this baby.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, she's gonna be so much cuter. She's gonna look girly, and we could put purple and pink earrings in.
It's like making people like assume the gender of your baby, which is weird, and like put a bow on it if you're that weird about like people like identifying your daughter as
like putting a fucking bow on your dog.
Exactly.
To be like, it's a girl.
Yeah, it's like, it's weird.
It's weird. Like, it's a dog.
It's just like, it's a baby. Like, it doesn't need... Would you get a baby's nose pierced? Would you get an eyebrow ring on your baby? No. Why are you putting earrings on it?
It's so weird. It's disgusting. I feel like it's really inhumane, and I genuinely feel like the people that do it are just... people who, are against, like, pro-women and pro-choice and pro-anything that has to do with, like, legit... humanity.
Yeah.
Because why are you piercing a literal infant's fucking ears?
Yeah.
It needs to be illegal.
Also,
I'm
like,
sorry, prison.
No offense, but like your earlobes are gonna be saggy as days when you're like elderly.
But they don't care about that.
Yeah, I guess not.
They're not thinking about that.
Yeah. Also, like, women only hold value until they're 25, so who cares after that anyways?
I mean, if you're Leonardo DiCaprio, then you would say
that. But yeah, no, I just wanted to touch on that because
we've been
very, very strange, very weird, very much I don't like it.
No, I literally was like scrolling, and it's someone I went to high school with, and I don't hate to call you out. I don't hate to call you out. First of all, I know you don't listen to it. Your ex might, but you don't because he's a man. But like, I don't even care if you heard it. Yeah. It's disgusting. Like, it should be illegal. Like, you should not.
Because you would never pierce your son's ears.
No, but like...
These people.
Yeah.
They would never... Because... And also, it kind of goes back to this thing where it's like, women are like
I don't know.
created with pain built in already, with all the things that we have to go through with our bodies changing and periods and like our high pain tolerance, and also the medical industry not being made for us, so like we don't get pain medication or like anesthesia or whatever with all this shit. And you're putting your child through pain at like an infancy level for something that's literally like cosmetic.
Right. And I also understand, like, she most likely will not remember this time in her life, but that's like a very traumatic thing to put a child through who just like only relies on you.
Also for like no reason for them. It's all for you.
Yeah.
So you can have the earrings on it.
I just hate that. I hate it so much. I think it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Until I feel like the child actually can verbally say what they want from you, you shouldn't be doing that.
No, yeah.
And that's coming from 2 non-parents, but I still think that we need laws on that.
Yeah, I agree. So. I think it's so gross.
You're icky. But anywho, we love you guys so much. Sorry for this random rant of an episode.
I know. I literally have a tab on my phone called hate, and I have that as one of the things. And then the other 2 things are like, I'll talk about in another episode.
No, but I really feel like this just felt like 2 friends hanging out.
Yeah, it was nice. We haven't really had a chance to like catch up recently
either,
so this is good.
No, because like literally both of us have just been working so much, so it's just
working like dogs.
Yeah, we're just out here working. We're grinding on the grindstone, baby. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to another episode of Society 87. My name is Kellen Redke. You can find me at Kellen Redke on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
And I'm Emily. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Starnsy. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram as well. We're at society97.pod. Yeah, .pod. Sorry, it throws me off every time. You can DM us or whatever over there. Follow us. We also are on TikTok.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know what's happening.
You're also on TikTok.
We are also on TikTok at Society97Pod, where we post clips from the show. I don't know what's happening right now.
And we have a YouTube channel, which is Society97, where you can subscribe, turn on post notifications, like, comment, do all the things over there. We do vlogs every single Tuesday and the video version of the podcast every single Friday. So there's a lot of content over there. Catch up over there. You get to see our beautiful faces. Yeah, we love you guys so much. We'll see you later. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.